Hey y'all, welcome back to Army is Able. If you're new here, I am Army, of course, and today we have a video about a birthday dinner gone horribly wrong. I'm pretty sure we've all heard similar stories, but let's jump right into it.
Hey friends, I'm back and I got a story time for you. Let's not wait, let's get into it. Okay, so first and foremost, let me give a disclaimer. I know that many of the people that's involved in today's story follows me on TikTok. Listen, I'm not disclosing any real names, and I'm going to advise y'all not to comment on my post of this story time because you're going to be outing yourself, and the consequences, the consequences. Now, let's hop into it. So, my friend's birthday is right before New Year's. And she was having a birthday dinner or whatever. So she sent out the invites and everything. So I told her, I'm like, well, let me see if I can get a sitter because my grown kids was at home. But even though they're at home for the holidays, they still be with their friends. I'm like, if I can get a sitter, I will definitely be there. She like, well, let me know because I need an RSVP. Got to get a restaurant account. Cool. So probably like, I'm going to say like right at the deadline for her RSVP, I get a sitter. So I let her know I'm coming. Okay, that's the first thing. Now, let me also preface this by telling you that most of the people at this dinner don't like me, but they don't have no good reason not to like me. They just don't like me. Like, we never had no beef, never had no falling out. It's just that my friends' friends don't like me, and that's their problem because I don't give a fuck. Okay, I'm gonna show up every time. So anyway, fast forward, we go to the dinner. Now, this is a high-end steakhouse. Okay, when I walk into the dinner, she has her own reserved room. Now, you know, when you have those rooms at the steakhouses, this particular steakhouse especially, you got to have like a $7,000 like minimum total type thing. So you got to make sure everybody that you RSVP is showing up and is going to be able to, be able to spend. So as soon as I walked in there and they took me back to the room where she was, I'm immediately like, I hope everybody got cash because this ain't going to go over well. Because you know them big dinners, how they always go. Okay. So now everybody get to order. The first thing they come around, they order in drinks. And I'm looking at him. And I order a drink or whatever, but I'm driving. So when I'm driving, I don't be drinking like that at the restaurant. Unless I like take a Uber or something. I'm just like, I don't like to drink and drive. So I order a martini, a lemon drop, not a martini, a lemon drop with tequila. So that right there is probably, I'm going to say maybe $16. I'm looking at them. They throwing them back. They ordering the drinks, throwing them back. And I'm just looking. Now, I'm not the person to count nobody's pockets. But baby, when I'm drinking something, I add in my head because I know what I'm prepared to spend. And I was prepared to pay for her food. Okay. I did not tell her I was going to do that, but it's just something I do. So I was prepared to do that. So I'm looking. Now, it is a big dinner. It's like 15, maybe 16 people. So they're all ordering drinks. Now, I know you're thinking, oh, here it come. We've heard it before. Yes, here it come. So the drinks. Now we're ordering appetizers, right? Now, one thing about me, I'm going to order. Okay, then went into a part two. So one thing about me is I'm going to order a whole bunch of appetizers that I'm not going to eat. And I already know I do that, but I like to taste a little bit of this, taste a little bit of that. So I order like 5 appetizers. So I pick off the appetizers, what I'm eating. And then I was like, they're pretty decent portions. So, of course, I just let everybody else off the table eat them too. Granted, everybody was ordering appetizers. So it was like a bunch of appetizers. So, but still, I'm looking at the price of my appetizers. So I already know what I'm spending. I know what I'm spending, okay? Because everything I order, I know what I'm spending. I always look to see what the price is. Now it's time for the entrees. Okay. I've been to this restaurant a billion times. I ordered the same thing. I know how much it costs. I ordered the same way. I'm one of those people, same thing, same way. I eat the same food. Order my entree, get my entree. Everybody else is ordering their entrees. They're getting it. And I'm looking at the stuff that they're getting. I'm like, now, like I said, I'm not counting nobody's pockets, but I eat Wagyu. I already know I'm finna spend a pretty penny on Wagyu. It's very expensive. I like to eat it. So I assume that if other people like to eat it, they know what it costs. So when you're getting this and you're getting extra portions of this, that's being counted up. Okay. Everybody eat, they laugh and everything. I'm just kind of sitting now. She's entertaining. I'm there by myself. Like I told you, many people, like, they don't fool with me, which is okay. I can still be social though, because I be laughing and talking like they do. But I'm kind of at the end of the table, and I'm just chilling, and I'm talking to like one of her relatives. Now, the dinner is over, and the bill comes out. They sit the bill down by her. She looks at the bill. This is the birthday girl, and she's like, "Oh my God, I was like, oh, here we go. So then she started passing the bill around. So she looked up and she asked the waiter, she like, can you split the bills? He was like, oh, we don't split bills here. So he started passing the bill around. And I'm just knowing, I'm like, where this bill get to me? And so before the bill even gets to me, one of the girls that got the bill first, she was like, well, we can all just break it down even. Oh. Well, let's see how much it is. How much we talking about first before you somehow breaking it down even. Okay. So everybody looking at it, and already people are getting like, no, like I only spent. I'm like, here we go. I knew this was gonna happen. Then everybody got cards. Well, can I send my money to somebody? I got a card. I could Zelle you. I'm looking like, cause I'll never do that again. So it's going around the table now. It's starting because remember we're in this private room. It's starting to get a little loud because now it's commotion happening. People are trying to break down their bill, figure out what they spend. Everybody's talking back and forth. At this point, I still ain't even seen the bill. Everybody's talking back and forth with
So let me say this. One, the lady telling the story, I think she is very sensible. Okay. She does not sound outrageous or outlandish. She actually sounds like she has very good sense. Okay. She's not a slow leak. First and foremost, the restaurant, she says she's very familiar with this restaurant. She's eaten there multiple times. Probably not with a large party though. People go to these nice steakhouses for their birthday dinners. But some specific places will not allow you to split a check. Now, I cannot blame people for not knowing this. Not that they've never eaten at anywhere nice, never been to a nice steakhouse. It's not like they're just brokies. A lot of the times when people go to these nice restaurants, like myself, you go with one other person, okay? So you can cover your $200-$300 tab for you and somebody else, so they can cover the tab for you and them, right? But the issue is when you have these large, extravagant groups, people are thrown off guard because they don't realize that these restaurants will not split tabs. So I don't blame people for not knowing if they've never gone to this type of restaurant in a large group. It is what it is. But she knew about this place very well, to the point where as soon as she was escorted to the private dining area, she knew that it was going to cost at least a $7,000 minimum of food, drinks, appetizers, etc. Okay, it's a minimum $7,000. Because she knew that, if I were her, there is no way I would have sat down with this large group of people that already don't like me and had dinner. I would have came in, I would have been like, y'all, something came up. Birthday girl, here's your money for your meal. Have fun. Call me later. I got something else to do. I just wanted to show face. There's no way I would have sat down knowing that this place is not going to split the bill. Two, knowing that these people more than likely is not going to want to put everything on one tab, especially knowing in the back of her mind that it's going to be a minimum of $7,000. Before y'all get in these comments or before you watch this video and say, ooh, I need better friends. Ooh, they all some brokies. If you're that person making that type of comment, I also hope you're the first one to nominate yourself as tribute and put your card on that table to put a $7,000 tab or more on your card and have everybody reimburse you. If you're not that person, go ahead and have several seats for me. Go ahead and be quiet. Don't even leave a comment. I'm just being honest. I'm being real. Most people are not putting $7,000 on their card for food. This is not a wedding. Okay, this is not a funeral. This is a birthday dinner that you're coming to celebrate. Especially if it's not my birthday, I'm not putting $7,000 down for nothing, for nobody. And if somebody wants to be nice and do that, they can do that. Everybody Zelle them. Don't forget, they need to also Cash App, Zelle, Venmo, the gratuity, and the tip. Two different things. There's no way. I've been in a similar situation. There's no way. But let's keep it going.
Now, I forgot a very important detail. When I ordered my lemon drop with tequila, I ordered it from the bar. Okay. So keep in mind, the bar tab, they will usually let you close your bar tab out at the dinner. So by the time the bill got to me, and I looked at that bill, who's about to... Because everything that I ordered added up was like $200 max. And that's with a generous tip. And because I was going to pay for the birthday girl's dinner, I was prepared to put down like $583. That's what I said I would spend, $583. That wasn't even going to dent that bill. Okay? Okay, so all that ain't got nothing to do with me. Now, at this point, they talking real... I'm not going to say they're arguing, but they talking real greasy to each other about how it should be split and about the birthday girl covering. So I get up and I walk over to the birthday girl and I say, hey, what are you doing after this? And she says, we gonna go back to my house, not the whole group, but a couple of her friends, and just have some drinks and just chill out and like do whatever. I'm like, okay, cool. I said, I'll meet you at your house. She like, what you talking about? I'm like, I'll meet you at your house. She looking at me like, I go to the bar and I say, hey, I want to close out my tab. And they say, okay. I say, I'd like to also add my dinner to my tab. And so my bill was like $210, $215 or something like that. I paid that $215. I took the balance that I told you I was going to pay. I was going to drop $583. I walked back in the room and I put it on the table in front of the birthday girl and said, here is the money for your meal. Now, I don't know how much her meal was, but I knew it wasn't more than that because she didn't even order. She don't even eat steak, okay? She literally, her order was, she had some chicken. So you know it wasn't that much. And I said, I'll see you. Text me when you're on your way to your house and I'll meet you there. And I left. On my way out the door, I could hear the whispers. Where's she about to go? What's she about to do? She didn't pay for her meal. Actually, I did. So I heard the girl call the waitress over there, and the waitress came over there, and I feel like she was telling her something about me because the waitress was like, oh, no, she, like, basically, like, she paid, she checked out. And he like, thought you said you don't split the bill. She's like, no, we don't, but she ordered from the bar, so she already had a tab over there. Mind your business, because I'm not splitting nothing even. Now, I know that's not how you're supposed to do it, traditionally. But no, I'm not, that tab, no, that tab was over $7,000, and I only ate about $200. I'm going to tell you that right now. Now, this is where it gets super duper greasy. So I'm going to say maybe like an hour and a half. I don't really know what went down at the restaurant.
Okay, y'all. So I'm not stopping the video. It's actually in multiple parts. But let's get into it because as she said, I'm not splitting nothing down even. Y'all want to bust this tip down even? Y'all can do that after I pay for what I've had, my drinks, my appetizers, my meal, and the birthday girl. First of all, she's very generous. I'm that type of friend as well. If... I'm not a friend that gives like thoughtful gifts. For example, I'm not going to buy a bracelet and get your name engraved on it and your birthday, your mama name, and your baby name. I'm not doing all that. But I am that type of friend where I'm going to pay for your meal. I'm going to get you a gift card. Like I throw money at the situation. So she was already very generous. Not only did she cash out her check, but she even brought the birthday girl money to pay for her food. That's way more than a lot of people would have done. That's way more than probably everybody there in that situation did. Okay. But busting down a $7,000+ check evenly? Absolutely not. Cut it. No, ma'am. No ham. No turkey. No gravy. Baby, you lost your mind. That's like somebody asking for a ride. Right? Let's say they need a ride to the airport. It's 15 minutes away for you. It's like, okay, I'll drop you off 15 minutes away, but I need you to pay for half my car note. What? Now, that don't make no sense. That if you have good plain sense, ain't nobody moving like that. That's like, oh, yeah, you can spend a night at my house, but rent is due on the 1st. I need half the rent. What? Girl, bye. I'm giving these analogies and these examples, but at the end of the day, it's a hell no. Excuse my French. But let's get into the next part.
Friends, okay, y'all know I don't like a super long story time, so whatever you don't get out of this, you ain't about to get. So an hour and a half go by, and I realized she still ain't called me. So I'm like, well, let me just call to make sure everything went okay, because remember, we supposed to be going back to her house to kick it. So I call her, she pick up, she's super dry with me. I'm like, hey, like, are we still what you like? We already at my house. I'm like, okay, I'll head over there. She's like, okay, hang up. I was like, ooh, okay. But she did sound drunk, so I'm like, okay, she probably drunk. It's her birthday, like, whatever. Charge to the game. So I head over there. I go in there, and now at this point, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just spend the night over here, whatever. So we get to drinking, and it's me, her, and then it's two of her other friends, right? We're the only ones there, playing the music, drinking everything. You know, I get a few drinks in me, and I get up, I'm moving around, doing everything like that, and then I can't find my phone. Now, I should probably tell you, I always lose my phone when I've been drinking. I do not know why. I sit it down, it be in the couch, on the side, behind, I don't even know. So I can't find my phone. So I go up to her, and I was like, now at this point, she slapped, because it's her birthday. And I say, hey, I can't find my phone. Let me use your phone so I can call my phone so I can find it. So she like is over there on the table, right? Now at this, she got like a what do you call the big armrest that you can kind of like let back and let your feet out, whatever that is. She's in her chair like that, and she's like babbling like horror. So I'm like, where is it? So basically, I'm looking around and I see it on. She got like a thing in her kitchen, like a breakfast bar. So I go and get her phone, pick her phone up, because I'm trying to call my phone. I was not being nosy. As I picked up her phone to call my phone, I could see that she had unread text messages. And I guess her phone notifications will keep notifying her because she didn't read it. And so when it popped up the thing, and I see it's from a friend that's in the house with her, I'm like, why is she texting her? Granted, it should be none of my business, but I'm going to open it every time, okay? Dude, I opened this text message. Bruh, her and her friends have been talking SHIT about me the whole time I was in this house. But they was doing it via text. We all kicking it, chilling, drinking, having a good time. And they're texting each other about me. She started it. My friend, she's the one that initiated. This B didn't even want to break the bill down. I don't even know why she here. She see I ain't call her. Oh. Okay. Remember I told you I was going to say tonight because I had already been drinking. And I don't like drinking and driving. And I mean, it was like in it. Like she thinks she missed Big Shot, but she can't split the bill and da-da-da-da. And she always acting like she got this and got that. B ain't really got this and got that. I was like, oh, okay. I didn't say nothing. I put her phone down. Mind you, I could see all the messages between all of them. I put her phone down. I got my stuff. I went downstairs. Okay, friends, that last part was supposed to be the last part, but this is going to be the last part, so I'm going to speed through this. So I politely put her phone down. I got my stuff, and I headed downstairs. The girl, one of her other friends, they like, where you going? Everybody drunk. I ain't say nothing. I went downstairs. I got in my car. I went home. Fast forward the next day. I'm going to probably say afternoon. She calling me, blowing my phone up. And then she texts me. She like, hey, call me. She like, somebody busted my windows out my car and I don't know what happened. What do you want me to call you for? What do you want me to call you? So I text her back. And I said, well, you the one always acting like a big shot. You ain't got the money to fix your windows? I'm just saying.
You better not have touched that girl windows. Now, I know that's how rumors get started. Okay? I don't want to, put no accusations out there. But you better not have gotten mad and bust that girl car windows out. Because that's why she blowing you up. Because she probably know you did it. That's crazy. First of all, I'm going to say this. You picking up that girl phone and actually opening her text messages, that is such an invasion of privacy. If you just so happen to see it and you could see the messages from the screen, because some phones are like that. Others, you have to get into the phone, you have to actually open the message up to read it. If you did that, you flaw. I'm sorry. I don't care. That's such an invasion of privacy. However, after you done paid for this girl meal, she got a nerve to start talking junk about you, saying why you didn't want to bust the bill down. You know that old saying, what you eat don't make me. I am not busting anything down evenly if somebody had the nerve, the gall, and the pockets to order $500-$600 worth of food and drink. To my two, I'm not busting down anything, especially with a whole bunch of people that don't even like me. And then the text message read, oh, she always acting like a big shot. She act like she got this and got that. She ain't got none of that. No, baby, I do got it. I got me and mines. I got me and I had you. People are so sadly mistaken when it comes to this. I'm not splitting nobody's food, drinks, rent, nobody's car note. They're grown. they have the money for it, they're going to pay for it. I'm not torn at all, but I think to the friend's point, this girl, eat it here all the time. She already knew what the bill was going to be. If she got it like that, why didn't she just want to bust the bill down? Even if not evenly, why couldn't she just check out with the rest of us? She already saw it was about to be some tomfoolery. So she was like, you know what? Let me make sure I got myself and I got the birthday girl. I'm not even about to deal with y'all. I can't even blame her. I'll catch y'all later. I think this lady is super sensible. If we want to keep it a bean, she ain't do nothing wrong. But I do have a sneaky suspicion that this lady bust that girl windows out. And if that's so, you the op, bruh, baby. Because this is the thing. You want to get your issue with me? That's one thing. But baby, once you put your hands and vandalize something that I actually have to spend money on, oh, I'm calling the fuzz. They on the way. They on the way.
Don't take this disrespectfully, but typically people that have never heard of this do not eat at high-end restaurants. And I'm not talking about like...
See, I'm going to stop her right there because, she has a couple of videos up where she's addressing certain questions, but I'm going to stop this right here because at the end of the day, if you knew that this place didn't split bills, you would have sat your behind at that table and just put in on a bill like everybody else if it wasn't an issue or if you already knew. But like I said in the beginning of this, when you go to a restaurant with 2-3 people or whatever, you don't even really think about it because one, the bill is not going to be thousands of dollars. I actually had a situation where I went to a high-end restaurant, like a Brazilian steakhouse, something like that. The ones where they basically carve the steak, they go around the table, carve it off the little handle or whatever, and put it on your plate. All right, at the end of the dinner, it was so many of us, like 20-something people, that bill came up to like $35,000, maybe $4,000. Nobody is thinking like, oh, I'm gonna come celebrate a birthday party tonight. I'm gonna get cute, and then out of nowhere, I gotta swipe my card for $4,000. Who's moving like that? Nobody. But again, if you're not used to going to these restaurants in large parties, you would never know. Like her friend said, she's trying to act like you just Oprah Winfrey, child. Like, calm down. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Just by some of the comments that I've read on her post. A lot of people were saying, girl, I feel you. I completely agree. And I don't think anybody should shade anybody else, call them brokies or whatever else, or try to bully people into anything that starts with mine. If it's my man, my money, my anything, you're not about to bully me into covering your tab. Because if that's the case, who's really the brokey? Come on, somebody. Can the church say amen? Okay. But anyway, y'all, tell me what you think about this video. Tell me what you would have done. If you agree with her, if you agree with the birthday girl. See you next time. Bye.